Hello everyone, nubkeks here and welcome back to Nub Raids. In today's video, I'm really excited. We've got a sponsored video bringing you an early look at the brand new AFK Journey game coming from Lilith Games. This is the sequel to AFK Arena. Straight away, what really impressed me, you can see it immediately. This game just oozes quality, right? AFK Arena has been a massive game, a massive success. So these developers, they have the skills, they have the budget, and it really shows. It comes through. And on top of that, there's a ton of, I think, great refinements to the gacha genre, right? The genre we all know and love, that for me have made this really an enjoyable experience so far. So what is going on? How can you play this? Well, AFK Journey, it's actually having its full release. I believe it's on the 27th of March, but you can pre-register now, right? So if you want to pre-register, it's free to play. You can find the link down below. I believe you can pre-register right now only on mobile, but the game will be on mobile and on PC. Obviously, you know, the footage we're seeing here is recorded on PC. What are we going to be doing in AFK Journey? Well, it's all the stuff we know and love, right? We're going to be collecting a whole bunch of really cool and unique heroes, building teams. There's a ton of strategy and depth going into this as well, powering up over time, and yeah, taking on the enemy, the Faceless, and taking the fight to them. So one really cool gameplay feature, which we certainly don't have in Raid, and I guess it ties into the name, right? AFK Journey. There is actually like a story and exploration in this game, which is really cool, right? The art in this game is just gorgeous. It's this beautiful style. It reminds me a lot of, I'd say, Genshin Impact, I'd say more recently. But for me, going back to possibly one of my favorite, if not favorite games of all time, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, that really beautiful sort of painterly almost art style. Yeah, it's fantastic. So you can be exploring this world. There's side quests to do, there's loot to find, and of course, enemies to fight as well. I think the developers describe it as a magical storybook type art style. And that definitely comes through in the art, in the story. You know, like you are playing as Merlin, which I think is just fantastic. You've got amnesia, right? You're super powerful, but you've got to recover your spells, remember how to use them again over the course of the adventure and story. I won't spoil it here. Won't spoil it. No spoilers. All right, guys. Well, let's actually jump in and let me show you like some gameplay footage. Let me walk you through a couple of fights, leveling up some heroes and stuff like that, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. But like here we are in the world. Funny enough, there's a day-night cycle, right? When I started recording this video, it was daytime. Now it's nighttime. That's pretty cool. If we jump to the map, right, this is the map that I've explored so far in the closed beta. I don't know how big this is going to be in the final game, but it's big enough right now, and I think there's a lot more to come. For example, let's teleport over here, load stuff in, and here we go. All right, so over here we go. This is like the main city that I've found so far, Hollowstone, which again, it's just gorgeous. It is massive. There's quests, like there's a side quest over here somewhere that I need to do. So we can come back to that. But like, there's a lot to explore, which is really cool. Again, I will leave that mostly for you for the B-roll we had for this video and for you to discover yourself. Let me show you the AFK features first, I suppose. Like down here, I think this is really nice and sort of ties into what I feel is a pretty chill vibe. Hopefully that's coming through just in general. A pretty chill vibe to the game. It is weirdly relaxing to play, but over here in this AFK feature, okay, you can be leveling up, but you're constantly getting rewards just for, you know, just for being, not even opening the game, right? Just being AFK, you're just constantly building up rewards on your account. I think right now I can actually gather up to 16 hours of AFK rewards, and like I'm getting all sorts of stuff. Equipment chests, right? Equipment, pretty big. Gold stuff to level up my champions. Fantastic. Brilliant. Also, you can save up, I think, every day. You get one free attempt where you can collect 2 hours worth of AFK rewards just instantly. So let's do that. Bam. There we go. More rewards. And this is the other part of it. Big time. We might actually get stuck. Actually, I should put B-roll. Switch back to the B-roll. Switch back because we're going to get stuck. So this is the stage system, right? So you're constantly climbing up these AFK stages as you go. The reason we got to switch to B-roll is that I've gone pretty far now. Like I've got champions around level 43 to 45. We're fighting guys at level 53 right now, so it's getting pretty tough for me. But yeah, you kind of go through this. It's kind of like a Doom Tower type situation, right? Every level gets harder. You've got boss stages, like elite challenge stages, all of that stuff. You need to put in the right team to take them on. And there's also an auto battle feature. There's no limitations. It's just put them in, auto battle your way through. End of story. That's it. Job done, right? Just battle your way through. Done. It will do it unlimited until, again, you reach a stage where you fail. So, there you go. I think it's a really fun, really cool little way to, yeah, make just solid, steady, very chill progress. All right, there we go. So, that's that. Let's grab some more rewards here. Why the heck not? I love it. Just the constant rewards coming in. And I should also mention there's big milestones. Like every few floors you're completing, you're going to be getting some nice stuff, which is awesome. Let me show you some of the heroes that we were using probably in that fight. And let me show you this as well. This is amazing, right? We're leveling up your heroes. This is so cool. You've got these 5 resonance slots, and we actually level up the slots rather than the hero. So for instance, if I was to switch these two around, you can see that now she's level 43 and he's 45. So you're leveling up the slots, and you can move anyone into anywhere that you want to. Any of the heroes that you've collected and that you like, put them in. No problem. This resonance level, we're 43, is equal to the lowest level of your 5 resonance slots, and all of your heroes level up to that. So if we come in here, and I now level up this slot twice, so it's level 45, bam. Now everyone, we've gone up to resonance level 45. Everyone now is level 45. It's pretty insane, right? Let's put everyone up to 46. I think we've got enough. Oh, it looks like we just barely have. So look now again. We've got a bunch at 46. I even put her up to 47. Let's put her up to 47. It doesn't matter. So she's 47, or slot 1 is 47. Got some at 46. Everyone's at 45. Again, we level up the lowest slot, and bam, everyone's up to 46. So this is amazing. This is so good. Equipment in this game. We got some equipment chests. Let's open those. I actually think I've got some more here. Oh, I can select anything. Oh, yes. Let's get a 40 level upgrade for our tank. That will do. That would be lovely. Thanks very much. We've got another one. We just got something for our tank. We don't need that. I do use mages a lot. Now, let's get the 30 level upgrade for our support. Let's go for that. This is, again, so good. So good. Check this out, right? We've got just quick equipped. It will automatically equip our best gear for supports. And this is support equipment. This equipment is applied to every single support. So that's it. Every support I've got is geared up. And again, you've got the same gear going on. And we can forge gear up if we want to as well for every different role, which is fantastic. So let me see. Is there anything that I would really want to forge up here? I'm using a lot of supports. Using a lot of mages. Marksman. I'm looking for the lowest piece of gear that, you know, I reasonably use. You know, let's go with these boots, right? I've got level 25 boots. You can forge them up. They don't go super high, it seems, for me, from the forging. But I can get an upgrade now. And yeah, you can use the forged, like, upgrade piece of gear that you haven't got to keep up. But yeah, I think it's just an amazing system, right? So you still have the variety of trying to collect different pieces of gear for all these different roles, but it automatically applies to everyone. Again, tying into that idea, it's just being more chill, right? Being much more chill. You're not managing a whole bunch of gear. It's like, nah, it's okay. You know, you can go in and you can, yeah, you can just switch stuff up. It's all right. You can do that, which is fantastic. Let me give you a quick look at some of the different heroes you can collect in this game and the team that we're going to use to take on what is basically the clan boss of this game, or one of the clan bosses, I should say, to be more accurate. So there are a bunch of different affinities. There's light, like wind. So there are, I believe, 6 different factions in this game. I don't actually have champions from all of them yet. But we've got, for example, the Mauler faction. They're sort of a beast-type faction. Very cool. We've got the Graveborn, who are the spooky, undead-type faction. We have the Light faction, Lightbearer. And we have, as well here, a more nature-themed faction. I think the Wilders? Yeah, the Wilders. So they are in here. I think if I go to collections, we can also see there's another couple of types that I don't have. So there are, I think these are quite rare. Celestial. And then there's also the Hypogean. Try saying that one. Good luck. So they're the other factions in there. And within these factions as well, we have, within all the heroes, you've got 6 different roles to build your team out of. So for example, some of the heroes we're going to use in this fight, we've got Cessia. She is a marksman and does physical damage. So she's all about that ranged damage. What is she about? There's like a full breakdown of her skills. She summons in Mr. Carlisle. He's this big monster to fight for us. She can boost the attack speed of herself and Mr. Carlisle, and then she gains both of them gain defense penetration, and every 3 normal attacks she does, she'll do an enhanced attack, right? So she's like steady range damage with a big summon. Pretty cool. Let's look this perfect. Let's look at Smokey and Mirky. He is a support and he's magic based, although he doesn't actually do any damage, at least not yet for me. What is he all about? Well, he has a special aroma, right? He does this big aura around him that buffs our team. It's going to increase their attack. It's going to be healing them. I think he can even haste them up and give them more energy regen. Yeah, he makes them boost their attack by 16% and get more energy, and heals allies as well that stand in his aura. So he's like a real buff type champion, all about supporting us and making us stronger. We've got a big old tank in Thoran. So tank is another one. Straightforward. Survive on the front lines. We're going to be using him. He can charge up his ultimate, and then it retaliates with damage the more he does. He can suck life out of enemies, and this is pretty cool. He can resurrect himself once per battle when he dies, which makes him just super tanky, which is kind of awesome. We've got mages. Mages are all about the magic damage. Viperian, you've probably seen her in some of the footage. We're not going to use her for the boss fight. She's more about AoE damage, but she's kind of crazy. Like, she sends out all these vipers. They start to suck health out of enemies. The vipers attack. It's pretty cool. She's kind of nuts. So there you go. They're the ones I've been using. Now, a couple of types I haven't used too much. Let's say warrior. Balin, that you get very early on in the story. He's a great example of a warrior. Warrior, he's more about being a frontliner, but doing damage. So he's got like AoE attacks, doing multiple strikes, boosting his attack. Again, multiple attack speed. He does AoE damage as well, all that sort of stuff. And one cool thing I haven't unlocked yet, but you can unlock an extra skill for everyone by getting their exclusive equipment. I'm not sure how that works, I'll be honest, but it seems pretty cool. Like with his ultimate, with his equipment, he permanently buffs himself when he buffs with invigoration, and he gains attack bonus up to 10 times, right? So he's really going to ramp up over the course of the fight. So again, that's another big aspect. So every hero, from what I can see, has these 4 skills. Salazar is the final type, the rogue. So the rogue is all about they seem, from what I've tested, they seem to be very agile, tons of movement, very high damage, but they are squishy. So we've got Salazar would be a great example of a rogue, and there's loads of different types in the game. There's really cool ones. So yeah, anyway, they're the ones that we're going to be using here today. So I hope you will enjoy. My favorite, we've got another tank I didn't mention here, Antandra. She basically makes her other tank tankier, and she gives herself a big protective barrier. Fantastic. So there you go. That's the team. Right, let's finish this off with a big boss battle here. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. Going to battle modes. You've got Arena as well. Let's check him out. Let's fight Skyclops, which is so freaking cool. Like a big observer type enemy. For this one, AoE damage and sustained healing are really good. So we're going to bring in Cecia. We're going to bring in Smokey and Mirky for that. And then I do have Miriel. We're not going to bring her in, though, for this team. I would love to get Brutus. He's like my most wanted right now as a warrior. Let's go in. My team was pretty strong for this, so we're going to run him back. You're going to see the idea of how it works. We've got a grid. Of course, you've seen this in some of the footage already, but you can rearrange people, and there can be like walls on the battlefield. There can be explosives that you can interact with. We've got our spell set up here. My spell right now is going to be healing my team periodically, which I think is really strong against this boss. It also happens to be the only one I've got so far, but that's okay. Yeah, we've got Odie. Where's he gone? Where's Odie gone? Uh-oh, I put him away. There he is. We'll put him near the back because he's ranged. Actually, let's move us all a bit further forwards. That's okay. Stack up a bit more. Let's just go into the battle and let's see how it goes. We are, by the way, in this beautiful, like, full screen mode, which is in beta again right now. But it looks fantastic, which is great. Obviously, on mobile, it plays vertical. And you can set it to play vertically as well on the PC too, but I'm playing it here in the beta of this full screen mode. But you can see everything popping up. Here's you can see Smokey and Mirky. They're pumping out the healing. This big healing aura, boosting our attack, healing us up. We've got our tanks at the front, tanking with their shields, reflecting damage. There's the summon coming in from Cecia, and Odie is just pumping out poison. Oh my god. The holding laser, that is terrifying, but you can see the healing coming in from Odie is really intense. Yeah, there's Mr. Crawley, I think he's called. I can't remember his name, but he's in the back doing big damage. And yeah, I found this is like my favorite team so far. This has been the strongest for team comp I've come up with so far with the heroes that I have. I really like the double front line. Makes us really stable. And then we've got that constant healing coming in from Smokey and Mirky. And then a couple of damage dealers at the back. I've liked the range damage dealers a lot because they stay in Smokey and Mirky's aura. Right? Like you might see, I think Antandra over here, she's off on a mission. She's left the aura. Unfortunately, my positioning was not perfect. So she's taking some extra damage. We're actually doing massive damage here. I'm a bit worried. I did this last time. I think we get one shot by the boss later eventually. You can see the boss has like multiple health bars. Getting through, we're 86% of the way through total right now. Don't die! Oh no, we all died. I don't think we did as well this time. Just, you know, the way things lined up, unfortunately. You see Thoran, he's gonna last for ages. He's gonna keep on going. I don't know if he's used his resurrect yet. No, there he goes. So he comes back, which is pretty fun. So he's like a super tank. And we got 90% of the boss beaten this time, which is pretty solid. We did 83,000 total damage. Cool. Savvy support. Yeah, I got above 90% last time. So I got those rewards. But you get a whole bunch of rewards for beating each one every day. We can see our stats here. So he did the damage. So Cessia did the most damage, 29,000. Actually, Thoran did a ton with 19,000, reflecting it back. The boss hit so hard, I guess. But him reflecting stuff back, really powerful. We had our Poisoner doing great damage there as well. You can see Smokey and Mirky, 0 damage, but 69. Nice. 1,000 healing. Excellent. There we go. Like, this is my team. It's like day 2 of playing and been pretty good so far. He's fun. But this has been pretty awesome. Like, there's a... right now, in beta, there are 4 different of these bosses. These are like the dream bosses, nightmares, that you can fight every day. So there's an unknown one coming out tomorrow, and then an unknown one. I've never fought them before the next day. Yesterday, I fought the Snow Stomper. Let me put up some footage of that in the background. Why the heck not? But yeah, yesterday I fought Snow Stomper, who again had totally different skills. And my team wasn't anywhere near as effective. We kept getting silenced, which was interrupting Smokey and Mirky's aura. So I'd have to really come in with a totally different team. And yeah, there's probably a whole bunch more stuff like that in the game as well. So yeah, look, there you go, guys. There's so much there. We didn't get to fully see it, but there's PvP as well. I try not to spoil too much of the story, but yeah, I think there is a ton going on in AFK Journey. Just there's so much quality stuff here as well. That's what's really blown me away. It is a gorgeous game, and it's got a really chill vibe, which I personally really enjoy. So this is one I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on big time. I'm looking forward to playing more of this closed beta. After the sponsorship's over from this, I'm still going to keep playing some. So there you go. That's about as high a recommendation as I can give. Like I said, you can pre-register for the full release with the link in the description down below. Of course, it's free to play. Again, the pre-register is only for mobile right now, I believe. But the game will be available on PC as well. I think if you pre-register, you get some free stuff when you start. So it's definitely worth doing. Yeah, there you go, guys. AFK Journey again. Thank you to Lilith Games for sponsoring this video. Make sure you do pre-register by clicking that link down below. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.